just like that, I appear. The end of a countdown. I'm getting very professional with my countdown videos, aren't I? Welcome. It's Monday. It's 7 o'clock. I nearly wasn't here till about 9, but I have raced around. I am ready for you. Are you ready for me? Let's just keep waffling until a few more people join, because I've been quite quiet today, haven't I? Haven't really been promoting this or talking about it. Do you know what? I nearly forgot. I was that busy. The excitement of lockdown. Wait for it. Only went and cleaned all the lint out of the tumble dryer. Day achieved. Thank you very much. That's my day. My day was wiping the kitchen cupboard doors because I was doing my workout, doing sit-ups. Thank you. And I thought these kitchen cupboards need a wipe. So that was my morning gone. And then cleaning the tumble dryer lint. Oh, but I've actually just realised I've left my washing still in the tumble dryer. I won't leave you now to get it. Let's keep glamorous. Let's keep Lavoie. Welcome to the Secret Makeup Club. Why is it secret when we're live in public, you're saying? Contradictory. Well, it's because you're commenting and I'm not looking. I'm telling you all my secrets. That's my loophole that I've worked out. Why I've called it that. Because I don't really know why I called it that. So John is here, Kath is here, hello Jamie, hello Cliff, hello Jasmine. Oh, there is lots of you joining. Welcome. Now, as you know, we talk loosely about makeup and skincare, but fundamentally, I am a singer and a comedian. This is called Passing Time During Lockdown, where I basically open up my skincare products. No, not my skincare cupboard. Sorry, I don't even have a skincare cupboard. Why am I saying this? And let you into the world of how I look so glamorous and so flawless at the age of 23. So isn't it exciting? Are you excited, everyone? Are you excited? Or are you just actually thinking Lavoie needs the theatres to open? She's talking about moisturizer. There is so many of you watching. I am so thrilled. Hello, Siobhan or Siobhan. I like the name Siobhan. I did once call someone Siobhan. That was a name badge on. Are you all excited? We're talking nighttime skincare. Now, you really got into the daytime one before. Have you been trying products? Have you been looking more youthful? Have you had a rash or a reaction? Go to the clinic. If not, it's nothing to do with Lavoie. I am not taking responsibility for any reactions to any products. This is purely my goodwill. You're lucky that I'm sharing my skills with you. Not many celebrities would do this. No, you wouldn't find Joan Collins on Instagram saying this is my moisturizer, would you? No. You're very, very lucky. You're very, very lucky. Jordan Doolan, me and my husband Ian are here. So Jordan and Ian, you're going to look flawless in a couple of weeks if you follow this regime. Yes, you are. Hi, beautiful. I hope you're well. Thank you for such my birthday message. Oh, Ian, happy birthday. I'm glad you got it. I did waffle on quite a long time. Hey, did you all have a good Valentine's? Did anyone get Valentine's Day cards? Did you? All I got through the door was a court summons for a parking fine. At least I'm wanted by someone. That's what I think. That's what I think. Hello, Regina. Stephanie. Oh, you're all on. You're all on. There's thousands of people watching. And so we need to crack on with this. And I wanted to know, remember, I don't know everything. Newsflash. No, I am just telling you what I like and what I use, because I've worked an awful lot in celebrity makeup, in fashion weeks, in photo shoots, and in theatre. So my skin has had a beating over the years, and I've learned what works well for me to keep me looking so youthful. Thank you. Hold the applause. So I'm going to share that with you. Simple as that. You might have something that goes, Lavoie, that's not the best product. You need to try this eye cream. You need to try that face pack. You need to try that flannel. Please not let's have a conversation about flannels. They're the world. We haven't got that bad yet. And I want you to comment. Let's just have a pointless lockdown conversation about skincare. There's nothing else to do. Don't tell me you're busy. Pour yourself a drink. I'm drinking vodka. So by the end of this, I don't know what I'll be thinking. I'll be thinking soap, a bar of soap and a flannel is the best skincare. Matthew Brown, hello, sexy. Can we calm it down, please, Matthew? It's 7 o'clock on a Monday. I don't expect flirting at this time of day. When are you coming to Fort Lauderdale? Oh, I know, Timothy. I'm normally always in Florida every January, and I'm not. Do you know what? I'm going to make an announcement, Timothy. I always stay in Miami, and then I get a taxi up to Fort Lauderdale, because I find Fort Lauderdale, hold your horses, because I know you probably live there. I find Fort Lauderdale a bit boring. I mean, she's speaking as she's finding tonight, isn't She's offending entire nations. But I've done it all. Been there, done that. Los Boulevard, good for shopping. Oh, I've got a few dresses on there. Timothy saying Clarins all the way. Well, you might find a brand that works for you, and I say good on you, Timothy. Like a bit of Clarins. They sell that in Champneys near me. I like the packaging. Don't like the skincare. Not the skincare. Sun care. But I like all the skincare. You need to come and stay with us in Ayr. You will love it. Is that in Scotland, or is that Ayr somewhere in Somerset? Can't wait to see you back in Norwich. Now you see, Chris, we were talking about Miami and Ayr, and then you said, can't wait to see you back in Norwich. Not really keeping up there with the glamorous locations, are you? Although I have had good burgers in Norwich. Oh yes, I was sampling some buns when I was in Norwich. I tell you that much. Girl, it's God's waiting room. That's why I live there. I'm chicken. Have you got yourself a sugar daddy, Timothy? Because if you're offering that, I'll move. Some people say, Lavoie, you shouldn't be like that. You should say, I've worked hard for the things I earn. I have. But if you're willing to pay for it, go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you. I'll be on OnlyFans before you know it. I will. Can't find Clarins in the States any longer. Loved it. Ryan, pay me double and I'll ship it to you. I'll be your Clarins rep. I'll wear a tabard if you want me to, white and red. If I was a drag queen, my name would be Fanny Rash. Right, I think that's a good time to move on to skincare. You're on form, you lot, tonight. You should bust the glamour of Saint Evenage. I've done pantomime in Saint Evenage. Thank you very much. So let's crack on. Don't get bored with me. Stick with me. We're talking skincare. It's frivolous. It's pointless. But we all need a distraction and we all need to look beautiful. So we did daytime skincare and we covered so many products. And hang on, need to sort you out with your StreamYard logo in the top rising out instead of Power by Shimmer. I'm not paying for Prime StreamYard to get rid of that logo. I quite like the little duck there. I'm not paying 20 quid to get rid of that. Oh, you are judgmental, you lot. Send me 20 quid and I'll pay you for the upgrade. Oh, she's tight. She's tight in lockdown. When we see you on Drag Race UK, well, you'll never know. You might do. I'll never tell you. Beautiful dramatic eyes tonight. Indra, this is called Getting Ready at 5:30. I've got an hour because I've got a special guest with you tonight. Had to do a little bit of a tech test, and then this is the reality. So dramatic means just go for the black. Just go for the black and smudge. Smudge, girls. Smudge, 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 and then just call it rock and roll. It worked for Amy Winehouse. It can work for Lavoie, quite frankly. Right. We did daytime skincare, didn't we, last time? And we talked about all sorts of exciting brands. And as always, all the brands I mentioned will be posted in the comments above this video afterwards with all the links. So you can just shop, shop, shop all night long when you're Netflix and chilling. Or what else if you're not Netflix and chilling? Maybe you're just watching Emmerdale with someone called Phil. Same rhyme as Netflix and chill. Emmerdale and Phil. You can just go on your phone and go tap, 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 tap. Some little Amazon man will deliver stuff to your door. Bargain. And you look beautiful. So why did we separate daytime and nighttime? Because I got bored and I wanted to separate it because it went on too long, quite frankly. So, oh, stop it calling me gorgeous. When are you back in Manchester? Well, I'm back in Manchester when I can be. Don't make it sound like I'm controlling the pandemic. I got a message the other day, Lavoie, I've got tickets for your theatre show next week. Is it on? No, of course it's not on, you prat. The theatres are closed and the government said stay at home. What do you think I am? Oh, yeah, secret meeting in that Manchester theatre. Get a grip, will you all? Why have you just put someone's website on there? Debbie's store. Debbie, what are you selling in your store? Self-promotion. Go for it. Have you received and tried the war paint for men? No, Kevin. They didn't send it to me. I'll try. We need to get on to that. Gotta make a note. Haven't got a pen, but I'm pretending to write it down. Knocked everything over. Right, listen. Evening skincare. What's the first thing you're going to do? Normally on a daytime, boys or girls, you might have been wearing makeup. But if you have been wearing makeup, you're going to need more than a gel cleanser that we talked about in the morning. Gel cleansers are great when you wake up and you just want to, get rid of that little bit of grime on a morning. You don't need to do any more than that. And you know my rule? Don't spend a fortune on cleansers. The amount of time they're on your face is seconds. You're going to wash that money down the plug. Spend that on your skincare. Don't waste your money on expensive cleansers. My opinion. If you want to be bougie, go bougie. But I love and I've been using this on the recommendation from Nadine Baggett, my good friend Nadine Baggett, the pentapeptides woman, you know, advert. Oh, yeah, she's a good friend of mine, Nadine. Well, she follows me on Instagram, so it's as good as, isn't it? I'm an influencer. She's an influencer. She's influencing my skincare. I'm influencing, probably driving you to drink every Monday evening. Elizabeth, I bought some L'Oreal Parrot. Right, we're getting into tinted moisturizers makeup. Will you slow your car? You're knocking me off kilter. And I haven't even lifted up the first product. I'm talking about something you can buy in Boots. Oh, my light's a bit bright. Let me turn this down. And it's this. Come on. You can work. There we go. Your Good Skin Nourishing Hot Cloth Cleanser. Comes with a cloth. Although I did buy better cloths because I think the cloths it comes with are a bit thin. This, a cream cleanser, a hot cloth cleanser, I think you need personally when you're wearing makeup. Helps to break down any oils, any makeup in the skin. It's really mild. I use it all in my eyes, in my lashes, on my lips, all over. Massage, massage, massage. Basically, I damp my hands, wet my face, put some cleanser on, massage it in. It's so lovely and creamy and milky and divine, all down your neck, on your chest. Remember, you should take your skincare down your chest as well, boys and girls. Don't just be stopping at the face. We all get it, especially girls with your cleavage out. You'll get age spots, and before you know it, you'll be aging on your chest, and you look like Madge from Benidorm. So you need to massage, massage. And then I buy myself these microfiber cloths on Amazon. I get a load of them and wash it all off of your face, and it really helps to get that makeup off. Rinse the cloth under the tap, and I keep going. And then I wipe my face on a white towel. If there is still product on my white towel, I know I need to cleanse, but with this, there's not. So again, Your Good Skin Hot Cloth Cleanser is my makeup remover. Obviously, I use stuff to get the thick off. I use thick, I use coconut oil. Excuse me, tonic's a bit fizzy. Coconut oil, swear by it. Coconut oil, massage all to get the thick of my makeup off, tissue it off. Hot Cloth Cleanser, gets rid of that. That is my go-to cleanser. Vitamin E cleanser in Superdrug is amazing. We're talking £6, £5. The vitamin E one in Superdrug is just as good as that. I would go that, Boots or Superdrug vitamin E. Get that on your skin. Then, what am I going to talk about next? My favourite, Hada Labo. This is the evening one. Now, I've been showing you this in the daytime, and it's not right. There's a white one, which I put the link to. That is your daytime one. The nighttime one, Hada Labo. This is hydrating lotion. Looks like water, but it's so hydrating. Guys, I cannot tell you how gorgeous this is on your skin. It's packed full of hyaluronic acid. You know what I love about that is that it means it's going to hydrate your skin. It's a humectant. It's going to draw deep into the skin. So any of the skincare you put on is going to be so moisturizing, so hydrating. It's going to almost prepare your skin like you did in the daytime for your moisturizer. So the red one is your nighttime and the white one is your daytime. Why? Why, love? Why do I need two? This has retinol in, and it has collagen and retinol in. Retinol is a product is best used at night because it is light sensitive. So it's sort of when it gets into sunlight, it stops working. But don't go anywhere. We're going to be talking more about retinol later. But that is why the red one is your nighttime one, because it does include retinol. It doesn't say the percentage of retinol, but from my experience, if it doesn't list it, it's normally 0.3, which is the lowest level of retinol that they could put in. If it's a higher, they'd have to label it. So we're not going to get too confused about the retinol, because we're going to talk about what is retinol, should I use retinol, and why should I use retinol? And the reason why I wanted to talk about it, because if you did want to try retinol, the reason why we talk about it as if it's a separate ingredient, because some people can have reactions to it if you use it wrongly. You can have redness, you can have a bit of flare-ups, but it is necessity, that's not even a word. It's a good product for acne-prone skin, for anti-aging. It's also to do with cell renewal, retinol. And you know what? In lockdown, if you're worried about getting a bit red or a bit sensitive, it's a great time to try retinol if you've never tried it in your skincare routine, if you think it's something you want to tackle. And that's something I've learned with our guests is, why do I want to use it? What's the results? Don't just go shoving anything on your face because it says it's this and that. Think, do I need that? Do I want that? And that's key about your skincare. I want to make sure, for me, all my makeup is gone. So that's why my hot cloth cleanser is really good. And using a cloth on your nighttime as well is also slightly exfoliating, guys and girls. It's going to remove any slight dead skin cells as well. So it's a really good way of gently exfoliating the skin. I would then go in my Hada Labo hydrating, loads of hyaluronic acid, super hydrating. It's got my mild bit of retinol in there as well, ready to prep my skin for my moisturizer. Now, I'm not really a preference with the night creams. As long as it's got good hydration, good humectants in it, you're onto a winner. And this is where I would say you need to put your money into is your serums and your night cream and your eye creams. Don't be putting it into your cleansers and all that stuff. This is the level where all the active ingredients that you want, whether it's age spots, whether it's anti-aging, whether it's acne prone skin, whether it's rosacea, whether it's retinol, this is where you want to put the money in to get the results you want, is this area of your skincare. I adore, same brand, you know, I love it, Hada Labo Repair Night Cream. Again, it's got 0.3 retinol in there, 4 different types of hyaluronic acid, 4 different molecular weights. Don't worry about that. It just means they all hydrate at different levels. Have I got, oh look, I've got orange where I've been fake tanning. I'm trying these tans out for you guys. Don't judge me. It's all for you guys that I walk around with Gemma Collins wrists. I shouldn't say that when I'm wearing her clothes. But this is just a lovely, it's gel. I don't like a thick, heavy cream. I don't know about you. And that goes on my body and my face. I don't like something thick and greasy. I've had an ex-boyfriend that was thick and greasy. That put me off once. So anyway, this is the cream. It is the most, this is not a good example because the light is so bright. There you go. So really light gel. It just doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel weighty, it doesn't feel greasy, but it's super, super hydrating. And as I've said before, if you get skin like me where it gets a bit sensitive or a bit sore from lots of makeup, or guys, if you're shaving, I find this soothes my skin. It's probably to do with the level of hydration it gives. It's just super, super hydrating. I'm going to stop waffling and just listen to read some of these comments. I spent 90 quid on that range last week. I bought everything they had. Lorraine, you will not regret it from Hada Labo. They're beautiful. Enjoy. I got Hada Labo range on your recommendation. I love it. Thank you. Remember, do me a favor. If you bought something, go on Instagram, tag the brand, say bought on Lavoie's recommendation, because I'm desperate to get a discount code for you guys. And the more that they know I'm having influence, then the more I might be able to pass that on to you. I'm looking forward to mine coming. Guess you're talking about the skincare. You're not having a raunchy night. Do you have a list of products for us, please? Yes, at the end of this will all be posted on the comments. Patience. Katie Aldridge, mwah, 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 from the days of Laura Mercier. Love her. I told my Japanese friend about Hada Labo. She's going to give it a go. Well, if she's Japanese, she should know about it. It's #1 in Japan. It's different packaging, guys. If you go on Amazon, it's different packaging. This is exactly the same product. Just it had to be repackaged for European market. Because, of course, we have very different animal testing rules in the UK to Japan. So you want to get this one because the other one, I'm just going to say it's tested on animals. We don't want to have that in the UK and the Europe. So make sure you buy that one. I've been using Rituals night. Rituals, love Rituals. They do some beautiful products. Rituals, so good on. That's a nice brand to try. Is it from Tokyo? Yes, it genuinely is. This one, although it's repackaged, is genuinely from Tokyo. And just while we're talking about them, then I'll shut up about them. These haven't dropped yet, but they're brand new on the market and they're coming very, very soon. This hyaluronic soup. Let me just turn my light down a little bit. Super Hydrator Hyaluronic Body Mist in a spray. You know, I don't like heavy things. This on legs and arms. This got rid of slight little bit of atopic eczema. I got on my legs and arms. That got rid of that. But this is beautiful. If it's not available now, it will be very, very soon. It'll be on Amazon. It'll be on Superdrug. Body Essence in Milk. Again, it's exceptionally powerful with, I'm reading the back, can you tell? Making it sound like it's me. Leaves the skin replenished, moistured, wonderfully nourished and smoothed. And again, it has that hyaluronic acid. It's a milk, so it's not heavy at all. It's really, really lightweight. Together, they're beautiful. You know when you get out of the shower and you're a bit hot and you don't quite want to put body moisturizer on? I spritz that when I get out the shower. Then I'll go and do my hair, or I'll go and do something else, and then I'll go and put this on. And it's so light. You feel like you can get dressed without having a gunky cream on. And if you're wearing skinny jeans or leggings, first of all, I never wear leggings. Why did I say that? You don't want a heavy cream on, do you? And I just find that's really, really light. So we are including that daytime and nighttime. Thank you so much of you that have mentioned about the Aveeno Daily Shower Mist from Boots. $5.99. It's beautiful. Laura, you got it, didn't you? I love that you love that product. I think it's incredible. So use the white one for morning before moisturizer and the red one at night before bed. You've got it, Kevin. Exactly. Both of these, the red and the white, go on before your moisturizer. You might find you don't need a moisturizer if you're not feeling particularly dry, but I think you might do. Breathe, Lavoie. Just breathe. Let's have a drink. Let's have a drink. Do you agree with exfoliation at night? I agree with exfoliation at night, but not every night, Cliff. You want to make sure you're exfoliating maybe 2-3 times a week, tops. You want to make sure you're not doing that every single night because you'll make your skin too sore. And if you are exfoliating, make sure you've got an SPF in your skincare on a daytime, because obviously you're exposing new skin. And if you're going out, you might not even think it's sunny. But I always say, if the light is bright enough for you to read a book in, you should have an SPF on, even if you're indoors. So make sure you get that into your daytime routine. Lorna, I have oily and dry skin. Never find a moisturizer that feel like it's doing its job long enough. Trying Skin Dream at the moment from Tropic. I've tried Tropic and I like their toner, but we will talk about Tropic with my next guest that's coming on. I won't put her on a situation to talk about it, but I do know from some friends, Lorna, that over a long period of time using the moisturizer, I think if I'm right in saying, can cause, there's certain ingredients that can cause a slight reaction of breakouts. Oh, it's my landline. I've had to disconnect that. Hang on, let me see. Is that you, Joanne? I'm on my makeup live, Joanne. Can I call you later? Did you have a question about skincare? No, I can't advise on verrucas or personal itching. Sorry. All right, thanks. I'll speak to you later. Bye. Oh, she's got itchiness. I said go to the clinic normally. Anyway, so Lorna, what you might find is if it's working and you're not breaking out, perfect. The Tropic is working for you. But if you find you get a few breakouts, it might be the moisturizer ingredients. I would say use anything that's packed with hyaluronic acid and good humectants in, Lorna, for dry skin. But let's bring that when I get my guests on. I want to bring them on in 8 minutes time, and we haven't even got past moisturizer. So I'm going to throw that to her, Lorna, because it sounds to me like you're not getting the hydration you need from that moisturizer. Again, not slating Tropic. You know I love their vitamin toner and other products, but it might just need to shift. Let me know what the moisturizer is in the comments you're using, Lorna. And if anyone from Tropic is watching, please let me know if we are talking sense. I've used daily moisturizer for years, but only started nightly applications. I'm using Bossia. Never heard of it. Sorry, Ryan. As again, I'm not an expert. I'm not a dermatologist. I just like my skincare. Is Hada Labo range good for skin with rosacea? Yes, it is, because of the level of hydration. You're going to have that slight rough texture to hydration. It can flare up. And the only reason why I know is because I was on a group call with Hada Labo the other day with a load of other influencers. And there was a lady on there who suffers from rosacea. And she said it's really, really helped calm it down. It's not going to get rid of it, but it's going to help soothe your rosacea when you do have a flare up. So it won't aggravate it, basically. Let me move on quickly, guys, because we've gone into your cleansing, your prep, and your moisturizers. And I wanted to just throw in some very quick talk about eye creams. You know, I love these. The balls are just fun. Fun little balls. This is limited edition, the red one. And this is the one I talk about all the time. Transformulas Marine Miracle Cream. Why do I like it? It's lightweight. It's gel. It's really good. I obviously get a lot of makeup around my eyes and they can get a bit sore. This doesn't irritate my skin, however sore it is. Really lightweight. And again, your eye cream is going round the outside of your orbital bone here, not too close to the eye. Too close to the eye, it'll go in your eye and you might wake up with puffy eyes in the morning. So make sure your eye cream is day and night. You can use the same one, doesn't have to be different. If you want to throw in something like I was talking about the other day, the Hardy Street Skincare Eye Serum, to give it a bit of a kick, if you want to help with fine lines and that extra bit of a treat, the night time's the time to do that. You don't need putting that on during the daytime if you're going to be wearing concealers and makeup around the eyes. I would keep it lightweight in the day and treat yourself if you want to on a nighttime. Temple Spa Eye Truffle, beautiful, beautiful cream. Again, it has those diamond powders in it. It reflects blue and green pigments, which is supposed to simulate youthful looking skin. It's about you. When I was 20, my under eyes didn't reflect blue and green, but hey, how it says it on the box, so it must work. Must work. But it's beautiful. And they sent me this, so thank you, Temple Spa. You'd have to buy it because you're not as influencing as me. If you're watching, you might be able to get a discount. But, you know, if you haven't been on Britain's Got Talent, you can't be expecting free eye creams, everyone. She works hard for the money. Going to bring on my guest soon, but I wanted to just share something else that I really, really liked. When I wanted that bit of treatment on a night, when I felt like my skin was a bit sore, this worked really, really well when I was a bit sunburnt or when I just felt like I'd had a lot of gigs, a lot of makeup days. I think this is lovely. It's Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. And it's a mixture of different oils. It's like an elixir for the skin. Comes with this beautiful button that you push on the top. You open it up and it has a little pipette inside. And it's just really soothing and lovely. And I genuinely feel like when I put that on, I wake up and my skin just feels really refreshed. It's an oil, so it feels a bit greasy. If you don't like that slip, you're not going to like it. But I think it's super, super hydrating. What does it say about it? Essential oils. Now, I know a lot of people are like, oh, you shouldn't put essential oils on your skin. So I must use this once every 2 months. Some people think essential oils can agitate the skin and create flare-ups and irritation. I think if you're wearing it a lot, it can do. And it has botanicals and visibly restore the appearance of the skin by morning. Fact, says on there. Thank you, Becky. I'm glad you like that. It's lovely. But with it having essential oils in, just watch how many times you're wearing it if you're quite sensitive to skin. Oh, hang on. Lorraine Downing has a scoop. There is a third off Hada Labo in Superdrug at the minute. If anyone needs a top up and wants to try. Yes, Lorraine. Perfect. You heard it now. A third off superdrug.com. Go on there, get it. And then when it arrives, post it on your Instagram. Tag Hada Labo, tag Superdrug, tag Lavoir. You look beautiful. Everyone's happy. Corona will go. We'll all be out of lockdown. I think it's connected. Looking good. Right. Before we talk about retinol and glycolic peels, I want to very, very soon bring on my lovely guest. And the reason why I'm doing this is because it's an area where I feel we need someone that has a bit of expertise and a bit of training in it rather than me just saying, buy this cream. And then you all message me and go, I've got a rash. I've started using the whole Nip and Fab retinol and glycolic range since your last live. It's fab. Great, Matthew. Let's talk about that. So now we're into you've done your regular, your cleansing, your eye cream, your moisturizing, maybe the odd bit of treatment here and there. Now you might want to do a face pack. You might want to do a bit of a face scrub. You might want to do retinol treatments. Okay. So we're going to talk about retinol a lot. So I'm first of all going to introduce you to exfoliating. Exfoliating is really key, guys, to just getting rid of any dead skin cells. So if your skin looks a bit dull, a bit tired, and we're talking face and body, if you've got those scales, on the legs, on your shins or your calves, you need to exfoliate them off as much as you are moisturizing, just to get rid of that dead skin so you can have the new skin, keep it hydrated, and you'll just get that nice glow and a bit of a boost to your skin, both face and body. But make sure you're not doing it A, too aggressively, and B, too often, because you can have the negative effect. You can get sore, you can get irritation, you can have breakouts, and you can just strip your skin of too many oils and too many layers of skin. It needs that protection. So on the face, if it's a glycolic face wash, glycolic is an acid which is going to slightly, when I say peel the skin, it's not going to peel off like a 10 years younger face pack, but it's just going to slightly help to dissolve those dead skin cells. If you want to go one that has little beads in it, you can do that. Again, just be nice and gentle on the face, and the same with the body. I love Dermalogica do a long cloth. I hope they still do it. I bought mine years ago. It's bright red. And it's good for like doing the back and all that stuff. If you want to use that with your regular body wash. That's a great physical exfoliant. Guys and girls out there, Nip and Fab in Boots is a great range which does a whole glycolic fix range. This scrub is lovely. It's quite aggressive. You don't need much. When I say aggressive, it's quite rough, the level of particles, but I like that. I don't like a wishy-washy, 3 beads on my face and you're like, where's the exfoliation? Glycolic and physical exfoliants in there as well. So you're getting that slight AHA sort of scrub and you're getting the physical as well. For body, Paula's Choice. This is a lovely, lovely brand. Paula's Choice is a great brand. This lovely Paula, I can't remember her surname. Now, this is bougie. This is pricey. Her range is pricey. But this skincare is worth checking out. Paula is known for being a really, really honest she's not a dermatologist, but she's a skincare expert. I don't think she's a derm. But she was sacked from many a skincare and beauty brand for telling the truth, for telling people that product isn't good for your skin because it might do that. Don't buy that, buy this, do that. And brands didn't like it because she was honest. So she went out there and she started her own brand called Paula's Choice. And every single ingredient is really carefully researched and manufactured to make it sure that it doesn't break out on your skin. Again, I'm not sponsored by these brands. I've just come across them. Do some more research on this, guys, before you try it out, because I found it quite aggressive, the level of glycolic acid. It's 10% AHA. And I found it stings. You do feel a level of stinging when you put it on. In a good way. I wasn't like, oh, my God, I need to shower this off. But I would be wary if you were super sensitive on how long you would try that. But it feels beautiful. It's silky, it's lightweight, it's beautiful on the skin. But please, please, please do a bit of research. But if you want an exfoliation on your body to just get rid of that scaly leg skin, I think this is worth looking into. Have I spoke about everything? I wanted to speak to you about an offer. Oh, we're going to talk now about retinol. And we're going to talk about why some nighttime products have retinol. Why is Olay Regenerist doing this retinol 24 in Boots, which is half price, by the way. It's a really good way to try retinol if you want to. It's 0.3%, so it's really, really low. And the night cream comes in a purple pot. I did have it, but I ran out. It was £35, and I think it's £17 in Boots online now. Really mild, really good moisturizer for the night time. I think it's really worth a try. Olay Regenerist Retinol 24. But without any further ado, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to bring on a very, very good friend of mine. She lives locally. I haven't seen her because of all the lockdown. It's probably showing. She only couldn't come on here and say what you need your eyebrows doing. But my good friend, Natalie Archer, is an amazing beautician who has worked for some of the biggest brands. She was a trainer for Champneys, and she now has branched out and has got her own Natalie Archer Beauty. And what she doesn't know about skincare and beauty is, well, she knows more than me, quite frankly, and she's phenomenal. And we were chatting, the other week on the phone about skincare because I tried retinol and I was using a 0.3. I was using Olay Regenerist, and I was also using the number 7 advanced complex. It said 1.3, but it wasn't 1.3 retinol, but it was all different complex. Probably would have been 0.3. And I was using it for a few weeks and I thought, well, all these people have said you can react to retinol, but I've been fine. I must have, skin like old boots. So I'm going to step up. And I bought Paula's Choice, a 1% retinol, because you can go 0.3, 0.6, 1%. Then after that, you can get it prescribed for different skin issues. So I was like, well, I'm going to jump to the 1%. I can do it. And I didn't react immediately. I didn't react for the first week. It was only, then after that, I thought, oh, my skin is a bit sore when I put that foundation on, or, oh, that moisturizer that I've normally been fine with is tingling, or that eyeliner is making my eyes water. So I thought, oh, my skin's gone really sensitive. And I went to dermatologist, I went to a pharmacist, and I was like, what's going on with my skin? And I stopped using all my retinol stuff, and I went back to just using my Hada Labo, my basic Hada Labo hyaluronic acid hydrators. And I was chatting to Natalie, and she said to me, that'll be your retinol you were using, the 1%. And it doesn't react the day after or the day after that, like you might think. I've had a reaction. I would know the next morning. Because it's based on skill and cell renewal and cell processing, the reaction was a bit delayed. So I thought, I'm not going to talk about retinol because I don't know really what to say about it. So I'm going to bring Natalie on because I really think it's worth chatting about this if you want to try it. She's going to overwhelm us with science, but you know what? When we go in Boots, we're going to go, oh, yeah, that's I know you said formaldehyde. That's retinol 0.75392. Yeah, I know all about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, live on the Secret Makeup Club, please welcome from nataliearcherbeauty.co.uk, it's Natalie Archer.
Hello.
Hey, hello, my darling.
Hello. How are you?
I'm just nice to share the conversation with someone. I've been talking so fast and so quick. It's lovely to have you on. How have you been coping with all this lockdown madness?
You know, well, hopefully there's some light at the end of the tunnel soon. We're coming out of it, I feel.
Yeah,
so.
you're feeling quite psychic about that, aren't you?
I am. Today I woke up feeling very positive for the first time in a while. So
yes.
Yeah, I feel like there's good things coming.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, I think so too.
Let's hope so. Let's pray.
Let's hope so. Now, Natalie, you've worked professionally with skin, both and nails, and you do everything from lash bombs, which is when you have your eyelashes permed, which I've had. And if you've never had a lash bomb, you need to have a lash bomb. And you're very passionate as well and knowledgeable about skincare. Talk to me a bit about anything I've been saying tonight. Is anything super wrong? Is anything you would add? I know it's all very personal, but is there anything where you've gone, ooh, I wouldn't
No, I think you're great at what you're talking about. I was just going to talk a little bit about retinol because I feel that retinol is one of those subjects that it's such a big topic and a lot of people don't really understand it or understand where to start, where to go.
We've heard of it. We see it, don't we, on products all the time in Boots and Super and adverts. Retinol, it's like retinol and collagen and pentapeptides. And none of us really know what it does. And I didn't realise how active an ingredient retinol was and how, with caution, you should really work with it. But
definitely.
So first of all, before we go into what it is, why would somebody want to use retinol? What would the results you'd be wanting to achieve?
So retinol helps with collagen synthesis, which basically means that it helps to speed up your production of collagen. Because as we know, as we get older, the skin cells, they don't proliferate as quickly. So sorry, they don't turn over as quickly. So so it helps with that. Also, if you've got those little dark spots, sun damaged spots, excess melanin in the skin is going to help to get rid of that. Also great for people with acne. So especially retinaldehyde, which I'll go into in a minute. And it's just a great product really for fine lines, wrinkles. Not everybody needs to use it, but there is a retinoid specifically for most people, which is great.
So it's very much anti-aging. So if lines, fine lines, age spots is your thing, learning how to use retinol safely could really transform your skin.
100%. The one thing that you have to realize with retinol is it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. It can take up to 3 months, even 6 months to see a real difference, but 3 months predominantly. And 2 to 3 weeks, you'll see quite a lot of shedding of the skin, depending on what, if your skin's in quite good condition, you won't necessarily see as much flaking in the skin, but it's definitely something that you have to work with and not expect results.
So it's a great thing to try in lockdown because you might not look your best during the initial process.
100%. It's you can definitely expect to see some breakouts. You can expect to see shedding of the skin, but when you get to the other side of that, your skin's going to look amazing. So it's worth it and definitely great for lockdown.
Because I was using my 0.3 for a good few months and then I jumped up to that 1% too quickly, too regularly. And although I had that flare up of redness, now that that's calmed down, I noticeably feel like my skin looks better.
Well,
so
that was
going through that.
Yeah, that was a mistake to go from a 0.3 to a 1. Definitely. You need to start. So the way to use retinol is do a 0.3 until you finish the bottle. And if your skin's still reacting, then you would want to get another bottle of the 0.3 before you step up to a 0.6. But you can't do it every night to start off with.
No.
You have to do.
The 0.3, what I've learned is when it says retinol in, like this has a labo thing, says it in, the Olay regenerist in, it doesn't have a percentage anywhere on the packaging. And I was doing some research on this, and basically I've learned from people like Nadine Baggett and people at different skincare beauty editors, basically, that if it doesn't state it, it's a 0.3. I don't think they have to put it on if it's that low, apparently.
Personally, well, yeah, but you can.
Or less, I guess.
You want to be checking what it says. Does it say retinol, or does it say a retinol acetate or a retinol palmitate?
So when this says on the front here, retinol, it might say something different in the ingredients list. Is that what you're meaning? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what you want to do when so I'll explain how the family of retinoids works, and then you'll understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
Do you want me to do that now?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
So we're walking into Boots. Into Boots. We want to try retinol. We pick something up. It says retinol on the front. We look on the back. What are the different things and ones that we need to look out for or should be looking for?
Okay, so everything I'm going to talk about is not necessarily going to be in Boots, because the higher up you get with retinoids, it tends to be more like a cosmeceutical brand.
Right.
So more.
Yeah,
you can get them online.
As well.
You can, yeah. So first of all, you've got your retinol that everyone's talking about. Everyone knows what retinol is, and this is just like a family of retinoids I'm talking about. So the first one is your retinol. Then it goes up to your retinaldehyde, which is stronger than retinol. Right. And then it goes up to, and that still you can buy without prescription. And then it goes up to your retinoic acid. And in order for retinol or retinaldehyde to work in the skin, it has to convert to retinoic acid. So if you get a retinol from Boots, for example, and you put it on your skin, and it has to convert twice to retinoic acid to be usable in the skin. So it's then going to be weaker the lower down the chain you get. So when I say retinol palmitate and acetate, that's lower than a retinol. So it will have to convert 3 times to be usable in the skin. Therefore, a lot of scientific studies show that the palmitate and the acetate don't really have that much effect on the skin. So when I'm saying, look at the back of the packaging, I would probably personally avoid buying anything that's palmitate, because you're not going to get the desired effects that I'm talking about as quickly. So I'd always start with a retinol, or if you're looking for more acne, definitely a retinaldehyde, because that's the only form of vitamin A that's directly antibacterial on the skin.
Oh, wow. So when you say look for a retinol, when it says retinol on the front, would it say retinol on the ingredients?
Yes.
It would say the same as the front, it would say retinol.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So that's interesting. Oh, we're going to be looking at I love those people that look at ingredients lists and know what it's amazing.
So they're called retinol esters. So they're just weaker forms of retinol, basically.
Right.
So I would
like impersonators.
Yeah, they just have to do that extra step. I know that sounds a little bit technical, but
no,
if
so
you don't
get there in the end, but it's a longer process. It's probably a bit weaker, and and the effect will be a bit more diluted.
Yeah, so as I said to you, like it has to convert to retinoic acid to work in the skin. So retinoic acid is can only be prescribed by a doctor.
Yeah, so this is interesting because I didn't realize retinol was something you can be prescribed to. So if you've got really bad, how would you be prescribed it? Would it be if you've got really severe acne, or if it was something that was your aging or whatever, if you had really bad pigmentation was really affecting you? And
so it doesn't have to be a doctor that can prescribe it. A dermatologist. So you can be prescribed for anti-aging. Yeah.
Oh, you can be prescribed for anti-aging.
Yeah, but what I would say is try retinol first properly. So do the ladder. You can try retinaldehyde, even though it's higher up and closer to retinoic acid. It's actually the effects on the skin in terms of like it flaking and things, they're about on par, so it's not any worse. whereas pure retinoic acid is a lot worse. So I wouldn't have pure retinoic acid unless you had severe problems. I do the retinol
Is that like
ladder.
what they have? You know, when they do these, I mean, this might be a completely different thing. But you know, when you watch like 10 Years Younger and they put those like bright orange masks on and they peel off, and the next few days their like skin is literally like a burns victim and it peels off. Is that something completely different?
That's a chemical peel.
Oh,
that's called a blue peel. Yeah.
Oh,
That's what doctors have to do.
And I would see the women leaving with them on, leaving.
Yeah,
the
really.
walking out of Harrods with it on. I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
Looking at the front of the face with snooker charms.
Yeah.
So the 0.3. So really, if you're wanting to try retinol, if anti-aging, if fine lines, wrinkles, age spots is something you want to do, and you want to go on this journey, let's do it safely together. Maybe I'll start with you all again, and we can go through this process together, gently this time. We want to start with 0.3. So you want to see retinol on the ingredients at 0.3, ideally.
Yeah. So really, if you want to see real results, definitely start with a retinol as opposed to an ester. If you've got, so breaking it down, if you've got issues, if you've tried the retinols going up to 1%, you can try retinaldehyde because it's stronger, and see how you get on like that. And then obviously, I said be careful when looking at esters, so make sure you have a look in the back of your product because there's quite a few out there.
Do you know any brands that do 0.3 off the top of your head that you would recommend or you've tried?
So Medicate is one of the best brands out there for retinols.
Spell that for me. So it's
MEDIK8. Very, very scientific like brand. That? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Very scientific brand. I actually used to work for them as their education manager. So their labs are all set up in the UK. It's very, very science driven.
But that's what you want. If you're
retinols.
Working with this level of actual scientific products, you want to know that it's tried and tested, and that's good. Doesn't sound the most glamorous title, does it, girls and guys? Medicate, but you know, put it behind your creme de la mer eye cream, and then you'll know what I know. And if you do get any of this, guys, make sure you tag Natalie and me on our Instagrams and Medicate, just so they know where it comes from. And then again, if we do get any discount codes or anything, I can help forward them straight back to you gorgeous watchers. So
I've got a price actually if you want it for their so they've got a 3TR, and basically a lot of people get irritation with retinol because they put it on too quickly, so and also it releases into the skin, and all of Medicates have time release technology, so it slowly breaks down overnight in the skin, and also with retinol you must only use it at night. Because it's not photostable, so it will break down and not work in sunlight.
It's light sensitive, so if you go into the daytime, it just And can you? I suppose you can buffer it with a moisturizer as well, can you? Like you would, dilute it. Can you do that?
Yeah, you can, but I wouldn't buffer it. I would let it work. So at 0.3%, you want to let it soak into your skin for at least 5 minutes, then put your moisturizer on.
There we go.
If you find that you're getting slight irritation, that's normal, but you always have to do a retinol ladder. So you can only do it twice a week for your first 2 weeks. Then,
right. So this is the bit I wanted to get into. So you bought your 0.3.
Yeah.
Regina's saying Natalie needs to send you some of that to review. She does. I quite agree.
I don't work for them anymore. I haven't done for many years, but
we'll get on to this question from Indra in a minute. Obviously, Indra, it's Boots retinol. Basically, no Boots and Superdrug and all that stuff. They just stock these brands, but they might. You might need to go to more of a specialist brand to get your 0.3 in your actual retinols, because Boots might be aware of people not having the knowledge. So you might find the more high street, they'll play on the safe scale. And if a product is potentially going to irritate people's skin, they would be scared just to stock it on the shelves without an expert or someone manning. When you go to Selfridges, John Lewis, Harvey Nicks, all those, Space NK, you've got representatives who can guide you through the skincare. So those brands will feel safer having a representative there that can say, you need to do X, Y, Z. So with Boots, nothing wrong with Boots retinol, but you might just find it's not either full retinol, like Natalie's saying, or just as strong, basically.
Well, they've got, have you heard of SkinCeuticals as well? They're a great brand.
Yes, I have.
And also $1 Million Facial, they're a great brand as well.
Good name. I think we need to have that one.
Yeah, and that
for $1 Million Facial. Tag me, Natalie, and we'll get freebies. Thank you.
$1 Million Facial is a great one as well, because you can't buy anything online. You have to go through a representation, like through a specialist, so they can tell you exactly what you need, exactly what's good for your skin. Because I think that's where a lot of the issues come from, is people buy online, they don't know what they're using, and then all of a sudden their skin starts to fall off, and they're like, "What is happening to me?" Yeah. I actually had a client who got some prescription strength retinoids, so retinoic acid online, and her skin was absolutely fine and she didn't need it. And I waxed her eyebrows and her skin came off because she'd been using this retinoid that was too strong for her. That was a few years ago now, but yeah.
So there's no need to be scared of this. There is just a process. So you've gone to either Medicate, $1 Million Facial, SkinCeuticals. You've got your 0.3. You're going to introduce it on your nighttime regime. You've got no other moisturizer on your skin. You put it on twice a week to start with.
Mm-hmm.
For how
For your
long?
first 2 weeks.
2 weeks, twice a week. 4 applications, evenly spread.
Yes.
Then, what will we see? Anything in those 2 weeks? Not really?
Yeah, you'll start to... It varies on everybody, really, how your skin's going to react. But you may see a little bit of flaking here and there. But whatever you do...
How bad is the flaking? Are we talking like sunburn peeling skin, or is it just I've got a bit of...
No, just feel a little bit dry, especially with the 0.3. It won't be anything too major. Some people don't see anything. Just depends what condition your skin's in. If it's really hydrated, in great condition, then you may not necessarily see as much.
Sorry, I just realised I've got a very dark lip liner and I forgot to put my lip gloss on, which blends that out. I know we're only a few minutes from the end, but I can't have that black lip liner on that side. Right. Alison has asked, is that... Oh, Alison, I love your profile picture. Is that
Intelligent retinol
for Medicate?
Yeah, so it's their 3TR, and that's £29, which is an amazing price for such...
Are you guys shopping already and we haven't even finished? What are you all like? Right. Course, you can use it on men, Cliff.
Yeah, 100%. And it is for anybody who's got any issues that we mentioned. Anybody can use it. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, definitely.
So then we've done our twice a week for 2 weeks. We stick with our 0.3, do we?
Yeah. And then you go, after the 2 weeks, you would then use it every other night.
Okay. So that's like nearly every other night.
For another 2 weeks.
For another 2 weeks. Great.
Yeah. And then you'd move on to every night.
Oh my God, this is so not what I did.
Yeah, that's probably why your skin fell off. So still on the same product, 2 weeks twice a week, 2 weeks every other night, and then 2 weeks or until you finish the bottle every night.
Right.
And
so
then
that's sort of 6 weeks, you're on your 0.3.
Yeah. Or until you finish the bottle, don't waste it.
March. So we're coming out of lockdown, definitely by then. You will already be looking beautiful. Now, how long do you think when you're using it, you will start to see the first result? Is it to do with the first cell turnover after like the 28 days or a month or whatever it is that whole happens?
Yeah. Well, the whole point of retinol is that it speeds up the process quite considerably. So you'll start to see flaking maybe even after 5 days. They say that you'll start to see those side effects for probably 3 weeks. And then when you actually see the results, probably 2 months, anywhere from a month to 3 months, really, depending on your skin.
Wow. So it's a journey. It's a journey,
Yeah.
retinol. Alison is loving this. So, and then, yes, Cliff, and then you, as Natalie said, you would do your retinol, leave that to soak in. So go and brush your teeth, go and do something else, and then you can put your night cream on the top if you want to. Is that right, Natalie?
Yeah, the main thing that you need to remember is you absolutely have to wear SPF the next day or every day that you're using retinol, because if you don't, you can get pigmentation and you can really affect your skin because it's turning over so quickly. Your skin's going to be a lot more sensitive.
Right. Should I buy Medicate Hada Labo? Jenny, Medicate is specifically a 0.3. The one we're talking about is a retinol. Hada Labo just has the lower super drug levels in and a really good high level of hydration. So I would say for hydration and general skincare, Hada Labo I found is lovely. For Medicate, for your retinol journey, is where you want to go. You can't, although this says retinol in it, the Hada Labo, it's not the level we're talking about. So then you would go on to your 0.6, and would you do the same thing every?
Yes, 100%. Do the same thing when your skin's adjusting to the new level, and then also when you go up to 1%, exactly the same thing. And also, if you get to the 0.6 and you're finding that your skin's still reacting when you get to the end of that ladder, you can just take it back a step and just keep on doing it for longer. You just have to see how your skin's reacting at the time. Don't step up if your skin's obviously still reacting to the lower dosage.
Right. It all sounds quite scary, doesn't it? It almost makes it sound like, why would you bother? Because it sounds like you're just going to go with it. But the results people say that are just once your skin is adjusted to it and you're used to it is just phenomenal.
I think it's one of those things, if you understand what retinol is and or retinoids are and how the pathway works, and if you're doing it properly, then that's what makes it not scary, is if you know you're using it in the right way as opposed to just shoving it on and hoping for the best. Then I think it doesn't make it scary, and every brand will have its own kind of step ladder, but what I've said is kind of fundamentally the base of what most retinoids would be.
Right, amazing. What product should we buy straight away to start off at 0.3? So you're probably saying out of the $1 million facial, do one Medicate or SkinCeuticals, is that right?
Yeah, $1 million facial, they do a 1%, so I probably start with, they do a lighter one as well, but that is a palmitate, so I probably avoid that. Start with maybe another brand, SkinCeuticals, Medicate. There's loads of great brands out there to try, and then you could always get the good thing about the $1 million facial is it's a cream, so it's a night cream so when you get to that 1%, you can use that without having to do a serum and a cream.
Yeah, perfect. Oh, look, yes, that's what we wanted to hear, because we were really worried we were going to just baffle you with random like, what's going on? But I knew there was a journey and a process, and I thought, oh, I know about this, and I spoke about it when Boots did the half price retinol ages ago, and clearly was the worst in structure, because then I just was like, I'm going to use 1%. And
well, I can have a look. I'll have a look into the Boots ones and do a little review of what they have if you'd like.
If you guys want us to do that again, let us know. Give us a little thumbs up on here, and we can certainly do brand. We can't buy it all because it's pricey and we're in lockdown. Everyone, give us a break.
Yeah, my salon's shut.
We can do links. We can do links and things and all that stuff. If you'd like that, that'd be great. But as I said, if you're going to try this for brand new, please do your research. Make sure it's a good brand you're buying if you are shopping online. Check the reviews. If you're in real doubt, send me a direct message, and I can always send it to Natalie, and she can go, yeah, that looks great, because I don't want you to buy something that's fake or cheap or that's going to give you bad irritation. I'm not a dermatologist and an expert, and I don't want to throw that responsibility on Natalie either. So just a little disclaimer, we're not holding any responsibility here. But Cliff said, yes, please, to the next, what was I going to say? More products being mentioned. So if you want to find out more about Natalie, This is her Instagram, Natalie Archer Beauty. Because she's done this for me tonight, give her a little follow. Be nice to her. Don't bombard her with loads of messages. She's a busy beautician woman and she's an expert. And this is her website, Natalie Archer Beauty. I couldn't say that then. NatalieArcherBeauty.co.uk. She works in Hertfordshire, not far from me. So if you want to come and see her face to face, have a facial, have a massage, have a lash bomb, which I know you've been inundated with before lockdown, are incredible. Check her out. If you're in my neck of the woods, pop in, have a cup of tea, go and see Natalie. Do you know what I mean? And I can't wait for you to be back open and doing all these fabulous beauty treatments again. So those are the percentages we've been talking about for retinol: 0.3, 0.6. And then if you're ready, you can jump up to 1% before it gets to a prescription level. Don't be buying dodgy over 1% in Mexico when you can travel in pharmacies. I know what you lot are like, going on your cruises, thinking I'll buy some retinol in a tube. You'll have no face left. So, well, this has been great. Thank you, darling Natalie. I'm so glad we've done this.
Oh, it's been lovely. Thank you for having me. It's been fun. Cheered up my gloomy day.
I'd love to hear more. So informative. Thank you very much. But can I have anyone, please? Yes, of course, we can mention that. Fab. To use an SPF every day when you're using retinol is very, very important. You mentioned this, Natalie, weren't you? That people might not have age spots. They'll use it for anti-aging and then they'll get sun damage because they're on this retinol journey without using an SPF.
It's basically because how retinol works is it makes your skin cells proliferate so much more and quicker. Therefore, the skin is going to be a lot more sensitive to sunlight and things like that. So you may get age spots, pigmentation from it. So you need to make sure you're wearing an SPF to protect your skin. Whilst we should use them all the time, really. But
you should be, but especially when you're using this.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
Your skin is more sensitive to it. So, you know, like we said, for just make sure you've got one a day cream that's got an SPF in. If you don't want to buy an extra one, there's loads out there that are that have got great SPFs in them that are really, really wonderful.
And I think you're really completely right about what you said about where you spend your money is in those active ingredients, and it's not necessarily about the moisturizers and things. As long as they're hydrating, the active ingredients in your serums are the most important. And I think a lot of people spend all their money on their cleanser and their moisturizers and forget that the serums are the main actives that really do make that difference in your skin.
I'm just a big believer of that. And I think, you know, I don't mind these big bougie brands that do like creme de la mer and all that stuff, but just don't buy the cleanser in it. You know, buy the eye cream or just don't, you know, buy some. It's on your face for seconds, you know. Limited. Oh, last question. Do you stop once you get to 1% or you continue? Normally, I suppose you wouldn't need to unless you wanted to, would you?
Or I would continue if you like the results from it. It's one of those things, if you stop using it, your skin's going to go back to how it was before. So as your skin cells repair, you want to keep going with it. But if you don't like it and you don't like the results, then obviously stop it. But if you like it, continue to use it. You don't have to use it forever. But
is there a level where that is it? You cannot get any more.
What do you mean? When to stop it?
Like, no, I mean on prescription levels. What does it go up to?
Actually, what's prescribed?
Yeah, like percentage.
You'd have to ask a doctor. I'm not sure about that one.
Oh, okay. But I guess it can just keep going.
It will go up. Yeah. It won't go up to anything crazy.
No, if you're like on 75%, you need to calm it down, Jasmine.
Yeah. Pure retinoic acid is so much stronger, so it causes so much more irritation in the skin. Then you've also it's also called tretinoin as well, is another name for it that a lot of people use. So
you're throwing that in there last minute.
Tret.
So go and look at your ingredients list and be knowledge to be like, excuse me, I'm not having no palmitate. I want retinol. Excuse me. And look, it's been genuinely really, really useful. I know that the gorgeous people have loved watching this. Look, we've got loads of lovely thank yous coming in.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, everyone.
Pleasure, absolute pleasure, my darlings. Now, As always, in the comments above, give me a second. I know you guys are on me the minute I hang up. As soon as I end this broadcast, I will copy all the links. I need to add the Medicate and Skin Schools and $1 Million Facial links in. I won't find the brands. I'll just link the link to the website, and then you can do the searching yourselves, because I don't want to recommend something that's wrong. And it'll all be in there, all the comments. As always, tag me and Natalie in when you're buying something and the brand on your Instagram. Just do a story or something. All helps for them to know where they got the sale from, so we can try and get a discount code from you. So thank you, Natalie. I'm going to let you go and have an evening.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And let me know when you're open. I'm going to book in for everything. Leg wax, bikini wax, massage, the lot.
Oh, I can't wait for that. Take care.
Pleasure, my darling. I'm just going to pop your little Instagram up there again, so make sure you check her out. I'll see you soon. Bye, my darling.
Bye.
Bye,
Take
Natalie,
care.
lovely. Bye. There we go. Natalie is on there. Let's just pop mine on there now. She's gone. Do you know what I mean? I can't be. There's only so much plug-in I can do. Put other people Instagram on there. Now, what would you like me to talk about next? Are you enjoying them? Do I need to shut up? Why is Lavoir talking about skincare? I'm not a dermatologist. I'm an entertainer, Boris. Open the theatres. What should we talk about next? I feel like we need to do makeup. It's all got a bit skincare, hasn't it? There's only so much moisturizer you can talk about. What would you like me to talk about? Smoky eyes? Foundation's a bit boring, to be honest. We can talk about foundation if you want to. But what else, girls and boys watching, would you like me to tackle on the Secret Makeup Club? It's your club. I'm giving this for you because I'm so giving. So giving. Talk to me. Type. I'm waiting. Oh, no one's saying anything. Sometimes you just sat in your own home. Oh, contouring. Oh, Larissa, stage makeup. Well, we could do. Well, when you say that, Cliff, do you mean drag makeup or stage makeup? Because obviously stage makeup depends on if you're playing a character. If you mean aging and all that, it's a bit random. I can do a drag makeup one, if that's what people want to talk about. Quick everyday eye makeup when in a hurry. Oh, Alison, I could do that now. Under eye concealer, how to master the perfect lip. Oh, I've been lippy for years. Different types of eyeliners, mainly eyes. Okay, eyes. Lush lasting lipstick. I can't speak. I'm not drunk. I don't know why I can't speak tonight. Lush lasting lipstick. That's hard to say. Try and say that at home now. Lush lasting lipstick. Right, let's add on eye makeup. Everyday eye makeup. I'm going to do a session. Let's do next week. Let's do day to night eyes. I won't be promoting so much brands. It'll be colours, and you can go out there and find the colours in the brands you want. Drag makeup will be the week after. Let's do that. And then Cliff, it can go very, very wrong. I've seen some corkers. And then Robert wants under eye concealer. So let's do day to night eyes. So everyday eyes to going out eyes. And if you're interested in drag, that will be very, very similar. We're going to talk eyeshadow, smoky eye tricks. Why is a smoky eye called a smoky eye? What to do with hooded eyes, different contouring of the eye shapes. Then we're going to do drag makeup. So we'll talk about blocking out the eyebrows. We'll talk about heightening everything, drama, what works on stage under lights, what works photographic, what works on television. It's very, very different. Then we'll do foundations, concealers, contouring. Let's do flawless skin, perfect, dewy, contoured, natural, immaculate skin. Boys and girls, you can watch that one. And then daytime look, minimal but gorgeous. Then let's recap. We'll recap and we'll join back then. So don't forget, right, I feel like I'm neglecting you on Facebook and not doing normal lives. It's all about makeup. This is not a makeup channel. I'm an international entertainer, famous to many around the world, and I need to do a bit more chit chat. So before my birthday baggage on Thursday, let's have a little bit of a chin wag. I feel, don't you? And I will come live on Facebook before I go onto Instagram. Let's do a live about 7 o'clock on Thursday. Does that sound good to you? I think that sounds good to me. Cup of tea, Thursday cocktail. I want to catch up. I want to know what you're all up to. I don't want to be talking about skincare all the time. Right, I love you all and leave you. I'll see you tomorrow night. Birdie Baggage. It's our last week. Will we make the papers again? We made the Sun last week of Birdie Baggage. No, the Mirror. It all happens. All happens. All happening on Birdie Baggage. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock, live on Laura Hamilton's Instagram, Birdie Baggage and Lavoir, the show Instagram. Thursday as well. And Thursday night, we'll be live on here. And then BBC Radio Sunday. She works hard for the money. Lorraine, see you tomorrow, my darling. Sending you lots and lots of love. Mwah. Bye. I'm going to add the products now. Oh, don't. That hair treatment. I mean, do you think it's worth? It's quite shiny. Guinness and honey. Catherine Zeta-Jones doesn't know what she's talking about. I'm going to post these comments now. Bye, darlings.